Right next to me here is all the clothes that I currently own, plus these two, obviously the clothes I'm wearing, and my outfit from yesterday. That is all the clothes I own now. I no longer have things that I think I will wear at a certain time. I honestly have all things that I wear, like, I'd say every 2 weeks. And also I live in a cold climate, so I also have stuff for winter in here, and it'll be really interesting to see if I feel like I need more, which I don't think I will, just because of how I've downsized and what I've chosen to keep for winter. So just to start with, I have now 5 sweaters, 6 pairs of pants / leggings. I have 4 pairs of shorts. I have 13 or 14, I think 14 like shirts, t-shirts, or tank tops. I think that's all, and it's supposed to add up to 34. $19 shirts. Yes, 19 shirts. That sounds really ridiculous, does it not? So that doesn't include the socks that I have here. I have 4 pairs of socks for the winter. I have 3 pairs of like short running socks, and I also have some underwear and sports bra and one bathing suit that I am thinking of getting rid of. So my minimalism journey started, I would say, maybe 2.5 years ago, when I started researching building a tiny house and actually really trying to figure out how I could do it. At the time, I probably had well over 300 pieces of clothing. I used to like to wear skirts and dresses a lot. I had too many pairs of jeans, so many shirts. I really wish I had a photo. It was ridiculous to me. So I think I slowly started downsizing, but I didn't make a huge dent in it. Maybe around 200 I had by the next following year. And at that point, I'm talking about school year, so September or so. And I started the tiny house build of that year in April, very end of April, basically May. So after I think I started building the tiny house, I feel like it all sort of set in more, and I really had to face the fact that, first of all, I wasn't going to be able to fit all these clothes. Maybe I could have fit all the clothes if I really wanted them all, but I didn't want to have the space to fit all those clothes. So I continued to downsize, and then somewhere around Christmas time or so, I kind of had this realization that I really needed to get rid of more stuff, and specifically clothing. So I really started the next few months checking and looking through my clothing all the time, every day. And I would have a pile of clothes at the top of the stairs where my mom would come by and was like, "Oh, you have more stuff for Salvation Army or Goodwill?" I was like, "Sure do," because oh my gosh, I've donated so many things there. It actually felt really good because I know that they're going to a new home and they're not just being wasted and thrown in the trash. They might actually be reused, and someone might really like it, even though I didn't have a use for it anymore. And then I think right before I officially moved into the tiny house and started sleeping out here full time, I had one last push to really get rid of a lot of my clothing. I think that was also around the same time that really this whole idea of minimalism really started to sink in. I really took minimalism on, and I began to notice how it was no longer like this idea that someone else had that I agreed with. It was this feeling, experience, this way of life that I was beginning to experience and that I really liked. And so that last push to get rid of a lot of clothing and other such items was really fun and really easy for me, and I didn't have any trouble getting rid of more clothes. And initially when I moved in here, I had 2 of these baskets, and I did film a video about that, but now I have 1, and I have these I have usually 3 sweatshirts sitting here, or flannel, and 2 sweatshirts sitting there next to it, and that's just perfect. I have just enough stuff, and I wear it all. I love it all. I don't feel like I need any more. If I do, I will go and find other stuff, but this serves my life right now and what I'm choosing to do. Lastly, I just want to say that minimalism is so much more than just a number of items that you own. It's a total mindset, and I think one of the easiest ways to really adopt that mindset and make it part of your life is just doing things like this, like going through your clothes and getting rid of things, and then slowly over time you'll begin to really adopt that mindset, and it's no longer just a task or something that someone said you should do. I do think I'll be adding another one of these shirts that I made with the Coexist logo on it, a different style, and I think that'll be the last thing. I don't know of any other clothing that I'm like really wanting or something. If you want, in the past I had done a minimalist wardrobe, and I had taken all the clothing out and showed you guys what I own. I would be willing to do that again. It's just I literally just rolled all these clothes up and just am not in the mood to unroll them right now. So let me know if you want to see that, and I'll do it for you guys. That's all I had to say. I will see you guys